looking at our Pilates shoulder bridge. Now this involves a movement to a nice long line whilst we're in relaxation position, and we're going to build up using our spine curls today. All you need is a mat to lie on and your little cushion to support your head. And I'd like you to bring yourself down into relaxation position, so lengthening yourself down onto the floor, head supported by your cushion, knees and feet flat on the floor, weight going down to the back of your head, the back of your rib cage and the back of our pelvis. Good, so let's draw our shoulders away from our ears and lengthen our arms down by our sides. Knees and feet can be hip distance apart. And let's just rock our spine back, so imprinting our spine and arch away. So we're just passing through our pelvic tilts to find our lovely neutral position. So thinking about keeping both sides of your waist long, relaxing your jaw, smoothing your forehead, and relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Let's just rock forwards and backwards a few more times. A great way to ease out your achy back, just to get your tummy muscles switched on and ready to work as well. And let's come back through to our neutral position here. Okay, I'm going to go straight into a spine curl. So keeping your toes relaxed on the floor, weight going down evenly through both of your feet. Let's breathe in. And as we breathe out, let's start to rock back and imprint our spine into the floor. And then one bone at a time, start peeling your spine off the mat until your hips are nice and high. Pausing here. And then as we exhale, we're going to lengthen down one bone at a time, all the way back down onto the floor. So let's go again. So you can really imagine that you're a wheel, just peeling off the mat. So picking up single vertebra by single vertebra, hips nice and high, thinking about keeping them level here. You can see I've got my body in a long line, right from the tips of my shoulders to my knees, pausing and exhaling, melting back down. Now you can always alter the position of your feet. Bring them slightly closer in if you wish, or take them slightly further away from you. And let's try again. So we're keeping our balance here. We're using our arms to help us balance. If you want this to be a bit stronger and more challenging, you can float your arms up into the air, pausing here, and melting down again, one bone at a time, all the way onto the floor. And we have one more to go. So rolling all the way up, hips nice and high here, pausing. And as we exhale, we're going to wheel back down. Okay, so let's combine this with our single knee fold now. So we're going to just practice our single knee fold first. So neutral spine pelvis once again. Engage this internal corset. Just imagine those muscles just kind of kinching in your waist. Pausing here, breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to float one leg up. Inhale, lengthen down. So we're hinging from the hip. The angle of the knee stays the same. Hinging down. Good. Going again. Breathing out to come up. Inhale to lower down with control. Super. Keeping your jaw relaxed. Keeping your shoulders relaxed as well. Make sure the opposite leg stays really still and stable. So it's just a hinge of the hip. There should be no movement through your spine or pelvis either. So floating up as you breathe out. Inhale to come down. Good. Going again. Breathing out. And in. Last one to each side. Still thinking about the weight heavy on the back of your pelvis. Final one. Inhale and come down. So now let's add in a leg extension. So check your knees and feet still hip distance apart. Pause here. Breathe in. Breathing out. Going to float leg one. And then extend that leg. Oh, tight hamstrings means I can't extend very far at all today. Lengthen back down and return. Let's go on the other side. So breathing out and lengthen. Fold and down. Keep your shoulders relaxed and released. Lengthen up. Back in and down. Super. So if that means you've got really tight hamstrings today, you might find that you can't lengthen quite so far. So you might just want to take your leg further out away from you. Absolutely fine to do that. And you might find that bit by bit your hamstrings get a little bit warmer and a little bit more flexible. Good. One more like this. Fab. Lengthening out, inhale, return back down. Now let's add that onto our spine curl. So we're going to do a normal spine curl and then add in a single knee fold. You're going to use your arms on the floor to help support you here. So big breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, we're going to roll back, imprint our spine and start wheeling it off one bone at a time. Pausing at the top, and this time as you inhale, float leg one into a single knee fold, keeping your hips and your glutes high. Lower back down with control. Good. Toe muscles come in to support you as you bring that second leg up. Lower it down, use your arms for balance and support. And then let's melt down onto the floor. Again, one bone at a time. and come back through to our neutral position. We're going to try that again. So pausing before you breathe in to prepare. And as we exhale, just tuck your tailbone beneath you and start rolling up. Weight even through both your feet. Let's go into that leg lift again. Lengthen and lower. Bringing it up, lowering down, keeping the other leg really strong. So you should be able to feel those leg muscles working here, passing back through to your neutral position. And we're going to go 2 more times. So really nice to build the strength through the back line of our body, getting your coordination working as well, working with our breath, building your strength and stamina too. Lengthening back down, and we'll make this next one our final one. Breathing in here and breathing out to roll back and float up. Pausing at the top here, bringing that leg in, lowering it down. Super. And again, breathing in and out. And we're going to lengthen back down onto the floor. Just take your legs from side to side to give your hips and your legs a little bit of a rest. And now we're going to try and add in that long-legged version that we practiced. So we're going to bring ourselves up, fold the knee in, extend the leg, then bend the knee and bring your leg back down. Okay, so I'll talk you through it. Neutral spine and pelvis once again. Check that both sides of your waist are long, your hips are level before you start. Hands on the floor, toes relaxed, weight going down through both your feet. Pausing here. As we exhale, we're going to roll back, floating all the way up, keeping your hips high. Bringing one leg up and then lengthen. Super. Float back down and return. So breathing in and in, out and out. Pausing here. Lengthening back down onto the floor, returning through to our neutral position. Okay, let's give that a go one more time. So breathing in. And as we exhale, let's roll back and up. Inhale to float and extend. Exhale to bend and return. Super. Keeping your hips high, using your glutes and your core to help maintain this position. Lengthening back down again. Good. One more time like this. Rolling back. Keep your gaze going towards the ceiling. Keep your jaw relaxed. Float and lengthen. Back in and down. Super. Float and lengthen. Back in and down. And returning back to the floor, one bone at a time again. Let's take our legs over to the side. Okay, so we've practiced all these spine curls, and now we're going to go straight into that bridge. So rather than peeling on the spine off the floor one bone at a time, we're going to lift our hips nice and high, lifting our spine in one static piece. So make sure your feet are hip distance apart and prepared to work. So breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to float. So it's a complete lift. Pausing here. Melting back down. Great stuff. Let's go again. Breathing in to prepare. Breathing out to float. And lengthen down. So we're wheeling down one bone at a time as we come down. 2 more like this. So pausing. Exhale and lift. Good. So you can feel the power of the back of your body and your legs and your glutes here. Check what's going on with your toes. Make sure they're nice and relaxed on the floor. Pausing here. And float. Good. Lengthen down. And return. Okay, so now we're going to add in that knee and the leg as well. So let's breathe in to prepare. Exhale to float. Inhale, float leg 1. Lengthen it up. Float back down and return. Good. Keep your hips high in the air. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and down. Pausing here. Melting back down onto the floor, back through to your neutral position. Good. So you feel such a strong exercise. Let's do this routine 2 more times. So pausing here for the inhale. Exhale and float. Lengthen leg 1 up. Good. Bending it and down. Super. Inhale and float and lengthen. Back in and down. Pausing here. Melting back down onto the floor. And we have 1 more time to go. So neutral spine and pelvis. Breathing in, breathing out to press those hips up. Float. And lengthen. Super. Maybe see if you can get your leg a little bit straighter this time. Really trying to lengthen that leg. Good. Bring that leg back down. Pausing here. Melting back down onto the floor 1 bone at a time. Hugging your knees in. Just giving yourself a little rock from side to side. Just enjoying a little stretch here. Well done. Roll ourselves over onto our sides and push ourselves into a seated position, ready for our 2 final breaths. So arms out to the side here, breathing in to prepare, breathing out. Let's split our arms all the way up to the ceiling, reaching through your fingers, pressing the air away. Good. One more time here, all the way up, reaching through your fingers, and press the air away. And give yourself a nice clap. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me today for our spine curls and our shoulder bridge practice. I hope you really enjoyed it. I'm going to be back tomorrow with some spine twists. So looking forward to seeing you then. Have a great rest of the day. Take care and bye-bye.